Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another scene for the living world of darkness, Rage Across New York, wherein upon the Sept of the Green, 10 Point and Aiden have had a very thrilling, very intriguing, very cinematic day of, mostly just lying in bed. Mostly just that. But as time ticks by and it gets closer and closer to an appointed hour, 10 Point will finally rouse up and give Aiden a bit of a nudge.
Yeah, looks over.
It's time to go.
Yeah, it's not. I'm gonna stand up, you know.
And she will
Come on then.
snag up her swag and whip it over her shoulder, over her head. Okay, not whip it so much. It takes things to get the strap over her antlers. But you know what? She's pretty practiced by now, so this is not a tragedy. And yeah, once she's hooked on the magpie swag, we'll head out for the door and head out of the cabin, orienting herself appropriately.
Yeah, Aiden will follow behind. You know, she's a theory. She knows where this guy is.
That's the theory, ain't it? And yeah, presuming that there is a particular point where one is most suited to meet the right master. I'm not sure what it is because I haven't played with this right master yet. So
yes, you have.
Have I?
Yeah.
I didn't think they'd ever even met.
Broken Whispers?
I've missed all of your Theurge plot. They all happened like either at bedtimes or while she was not in play, I believe. Something happened that kept her from showing up for him. I can't remember what. But yeah, she missed all his nifty little challenges and shit. I was sad.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm sure there is a cursory greeting at some point.
Yeah, Northwoods is where you often find him.
Yep. Then off they shall go.
You guys get there. Go ahead and roll me perception alertness real quick. Tell me how many successes you get.
Oh, let me start seeing.
And call this whatever you want. This is kind of your guys' scene. So this isn't a plot scene. For me, it's present plot. So.
I'll call it that. That seems fine.
Swallow your rage.
Yeah.
4.
And
4 successes?
Yep.
Oh, that is not the right thing. I am. Three, 4, 5. He's got all my successes, sorry. Nothing.
That's okay. Unless you guys are actively hiding once you get to the Northwoods, it isn't very long until tournament. You definitely feel like somebody is watching you.
You know, kind of like slow up his pace and look over 10 Point. There's someone watching us. I'm assuming this is him.
And she's probably kind of casting about.
Can I get that?
Hoping to pick it up readily. Sorry? Oh. Yeah, so she's entered the Northern Woods and has taken to kind of casting about, hopefully, in search. And when Aiden slows up, she will kind of thoughtlessly do the same, glancing back. I hope so, right? I have only cursorily met the right master.
Yeah, Aiden will just do like a scan to see if he can see anything. Kind of hands in his pockets, nothing really like major or anything.
It isn't long until a very distinct wolf pads its way out of the brush. It's mostly black. And if any of you have actually seen jackals, it looks very, very jackal-like, very distinctly Silent Strider, except for a patch that's on his face that looks like white paint in the form of a hand over his eyes and across his muzzle. He will walk towards you, and slowly his form will change. Semi-familiar figure of Broken Whispers.
Yep. Immediately plops to one knee, exposing his throat.
Yep, 10.2 will fall to her knees, tipping back her chin and even leaning back a bit so that debatably her abdomen is also being bared.
Get up.
Will hastily do so.
Up we go.
Thank you, Raya, for being willing to meet with us.
You said you had a matter to discuss. What is it?
And she'll actually kind of reach over to kind of gingerly take Aiden's arm and kind of do that whole guiding him forward a step. My Raya is plagued by something, a knot in his belly. Something that I can't fix on my own. Or I can't figure out how to.
Broken Whispers will walk around Aiden. And you get the feeling, even though he's in Hamid, this is a very lupine action.
It makes him very quick to anger, Raya. And the knot grows and tightens.
I have heard of this one. You have made the warder very angry.
Aiden will just nod. Yeah. Yes, right, I have.
Why is this?
He'll kind of rub the back of his head awkwardly. Stumbling into a Horano made me, on the edge of it anyway, has affected my guardian duties.
Why?
Close friend is dying and I am unable to stop it.
Death is a natural part of it.
He'll nod. Doesn't mean we can't be saddened by such a thing. And it's not like I planned to feel Horano's grasp trying to pull me in.
And by that point, 10 points edged over a bit to just behind him and idly set a hand on the back of his shoulder. Like a supportive gesture, pretty much.
I cannot cure Horano.
It's a more
Overcoming it is a personal journey.
It's not Hirano. This has been with me since I was a cub, Raya. I frenzy like I'm on a rune, but it feels much more like the rage just builds and builds. It's like I'm almost being consumed by it.
Why?
It's always been this way. Ever since my first change.
And he will get up like right in Aiden's face. Very, very close.
Okay, Aiden.
Very within personal bubble.
Aiden does his best not to make eye contact, but yeah, he kind of just, stands there stock still.
And he will look around. He will indirectly meet your eye. He will not look in your eyes directly. What makes you angry?
A lot of things, Raya.
No. The first thing. What was the first thing to make you angry?
My father being murdered, Raya.
And
If I may, Raya.
Aiden will kind of stop him, like, again, broken whispers to see his fist ball. My entire family dying one by one, Raya, till it was just me.
you failed. That is what made you angry.
Yeah, when he hit the ground, I changed. And
Is it
it's
fail or fell?
yeah, I thought you said fell. Oh, fail.
Failed.
Yeah. You actually say through gritted teeth. I failed my family, Raya.
Hmm. When was the last time you frenzied?
Looks over at 10 point. 3 weeks ago.
Why?
A row between my packmate and I. She kept pushing even though I told her to stop. And then it just exploded.
To frenzy over insults. Perhaps you are in a room.
It takes a rage. He'll twitch. I'm no Arun. I fight like one, and I've beaten Arun's Raya, but I am a Ragabash.
And what are your deeds, Ragabash?
And for the first time, he looks up, and that flaw of his kicks in. I'm Tamer of Dragons, Raya. I have defended this set. He goes, I am Tamer of Dragons, Raya. And that Fianna pride kicks in suddenly, that overconfidence kicks in, you know. And he'll go, I am Tamer of Dragons, Raya. I have led missions fighting spirals. I have fought dinosaurs in Pangea. I have faced everything, and I show no fear in battle.
You claim the anger of an Arun. You claim the deeds. How have you served your auspice? How have you served Luna?
I was the fool in the moot, which Roanoke and Emir von Everick presided over each other. I have served my pack faithfully as a Ragabash. I have pointed out many wrongs in the sept, loud or not. I was the first one to stand on that table to point out what was wrong when the kinfolk were acting.
Have you taught?
Sorry, say that last bit again.
Taught.
I have taught many. Some have died. Some, you look over at 10 point and actually smirk a bit. Some are still growing.
I care not for your beatings of the metas.
It has nothing to do with discipline, Raya.
It's not beating my Omega. And he'll actually stare at 10 point. She was afraid of herself at one point. And I took the time to spend with her, to teach her, to guide her, as well as our Arun, as well as another Theurge, Felix, when he was suffering. I have spent time with many of the Guru, giving my advice where it's needed, and pointing out the harsh truths when they don't want to hear them, but they need to, Raya.
But are you ready to let go of this anger?
I have to, Raya. If I don't, then I'll be repeating the same. I made the choice to, Raya. If I don't, I'll be repeating the same cycle again and again, and never learn.
Do you want to?
I've had my revenge. I honored my family, and it's time to let go.
Good. You can let go. Prove that to me and come back. Perform your duty.
He'll nod.
Right the wrongs, your emotions. And then we will talk again. This is something you have to do. I cannot do it for you. Your pack cannot do it for you. do it for you.
Yes, Raya.
When you have done this, we will talk. I will be speaking to the warder.
He'll nod his head.
And 10 Point is not being obtrusive. She's still standing behind him, still has a hand kind of set on and slightly grasping
Don't dare.
the shirt.
10 Point
Yes, Raya.
is doing this.
Sorry, that got kind of garbled. Say again?
When your Ragabash is doing this, if he succeeds, until that time, the spirits talk of you cultivating with dove and plant.
Sorry, is this being said as if it has already happened or as if it is advice?
As it is the right master telling a younger Theurge what she needs to
Okay,
do.
sorry. I wasn't getting the phrasing for some reason. And she bobs her head. Yes, Raya.
If he succeeds with him,
She'll,
I can do nothing while he allows his darkness out where his feet must tread.
I will see to it, Raya.
And with that, Broken Whispers nods, and he turns on his heel and shifts back down and walks away.
He'll just look at 10 Point and just nod and just put his hands back in his pockets and start heading out of the woods.
And she'll offer him a faint and, well, attempted reassuring smile and trot along right at his heel. I dare say with that, we can probably end our scene.
Yeah.
So thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, ST, for STing. And thank you, watchers, for watching. And we will see you next time on The Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York.